So the BookTubeAthon 2016 has come to an end, so it's time for me to share how my reading went. If you follow Les and I on Twitter, you probably have some idea of how my reading progressed over the week, but obviously I don't share all the details on Twitter, so keep watching to find out exactly how things went. The first book that I picked up on Monday morning was Exit Pursued by a Bear by E.K. Johnston. It was the book I was most excited to read, and it was also quite short, so I figured it would be a good one to start with, really get me excited for the rest of the week. And I ended up reading almost the entire book on Monday. I read 192 pages before and after I went to work, and I figured out that I was actually really enjoying it, and I did finish it up on Tuesday morning, and I'm happy to say that I was actually very impressed by this book. I want to do a full review on it because I feel like there's a lot more that I want to say, so keep an eye out for that. This completed the Read a Book with Yellow on the Cover challenge. After I finished Exit Pursued by a Bear, I picked up The War That Saved My Life. I was already reading this before the BookTubeAthon started, so I really wanted to finish it during the readathons. I read a bunch of this on Tuesday and then a bunch of it on Wednesday to finish it off, and it's a middle grade book. It was really cute. I mean, I had a lot of feelings about it as well. I'll probably do some sort of review on this too. By completing this book, I didn't really have a particular challenge for this one. This was my 7th book because I knew I wanted to finish it. Tuesday evening, before I finished The War That Saved My Life, I decided I should probably start reading Where Futures End, which was my book to read at night. And I only read about 29 pages of this on Tuesday because, as I soon discovered, reading after sunset didn't go well for me. I was usually tired not too long after the sunset, and I think it also wasn't helped by the fact that I wasn't really enjoying this book very much. It's a little too weird for me. I did continue reading it for multiple nights because I wanted to complete the challenge. I didn't finish the book. I'm still reading it, but I do plan on finishing it at this point because I am more than halfway through. And it's not like it's a hard read because it's a YA, but it's just the story is very confusing and weird. It's just not something that I'm finding myself liking very much, but I'm gonna stick with it, so this one is to be continued. After finishing The War That Saved My Life, the other book that I was reading during the day before I could read Where Futures End is Redefining Realness by Janet Mock. I started the book on Wednesday evening, read a bit on Thursday, and then on Friday I powered through it and read more than half of the book to finish it off. And I just found myself really enjoying learning about her life and the transgender community. Lots of emotion. It was something that really kept my interest. So I've managed to finish this one off, obviously, and this was my read a book that BookTube got you into. So yay, another challenge complete. And then the final book that I was able to start during the BookTubeAthon is Under the Banner of Heaven. This was my pick for Read a Book by one of your favorite authors because I really enjoyed Jon Krakauer. And I didn't finish it by any means, but I'm really enjoying this one so far as well. It's about Mormon fundamentalists. Learning a lot, nonfiction, kind of my jam. I'm definitely going to continue reading this one. I will probably finish this one before I finish Where Futures End, but we'll see. There were 2 books that I didn't pick up at all during the readathon. The first one's The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. This was my book-to-movie adaptation pick, and then I also didn't read Butterfield 8 by John O'Hara, which was the Read a Book That's Older Than You pick. These were the ones that sort of fell at the end because I was the least excited to read them, and also this one's gigantic, so I figured if I had started it, I wouldn't have made much progress elsewhere. These ones will be saved for another day, but I did manage to complete 3 challenges, which was the Read a Book that BookTube introduced you to, Read a Book with Yellow on the Cover, and then the Read a 7th Book challenge, which doesn't really apply in this case. And then of course I have 2 books that are still in progress that I will keep reading until I finish them off. This BookTubeAthon went pretty much how I thought it was going to go, with completing 3 books and getting partway through others. I had a lot of fun following the video challenges that were released every day, and then of course following all of the stuff that was happening on Twitter. A big thank you to Ariel for hosting all of this, and thanks to everybody else that helped her do so, helped run the sprints and announce the video challenges and everything else that they may have done in the background that I'm not aware of. I would definitely consider this a successful BookTubeAthon for myself, as well as the BookTubeAthon community as a whole. If you guys participated, feel free to let me know how things went for you down below. As always, all of the links are in the doobly-doo. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you later.